Hi, my name is Nathan Ealy, and I want to talk to you today a little bit about online giving. Some of you don't have online giving at your church right now, and if you don't, I would say get it now. Now's the time. Doesn't matter your demographic, doesn't matter size of your church, doesn't matter location. It's important for you to have. It's important for us to offer as many options as we can to give, as long as those options fit in the culture of your church. And so allowing that online giving option is just another great way. Some of you have online giving, but you're maybe not doing it the best way that you can and not seeing the results that you need to. And so I want to go over a few ways that I find very important when we are offering online giving. So the first thing is make the giving button easy to see. It doesn't have to be, big red button in the middle of the page, but it needs to be an easy to see button above the fold, as they would say in the newspaper, so don't make people scroll to find it. And above the top of the page is a great place. Make it easy for people to start that process. The second thing is, if at all possible, keep it on your website. If not possible, it needs to be branded exactly like your website. A lot of people, if it jumps off your website or if it doesn't look like your church website, are going to get spooked because they're afraid of security problems that go along with that, and rightly so. And so we need to make sure that it looks exactly like your website or it is on your website. By the way, we know 50 to 75% of people who start to give an online gift don't follow through with actually giving it. And that's because we make it so difficult and because some of those security concerns can be there. So keep it on your website if possible. If not, brand it. Number 3, once they get to that page, first of all, there can be a great story maybe from your pastor about why our church thinks giving is important, or giving testimony. Give them some information there, and then don't make them create an account to give a first gift. They're going to have to fill in information, name, address, card information, obviously, to be able to give that gift. But a lot of websites will make them create an account, a username, and a password to be able to log in later. I think you should give that option to make it easier for them to log in later, but don't make it a requirement. It's just another step that someone has to get through to give that gift. Number 4, after they give that gift, whether it's credit card or debit card, and you'll have to decide if you allow credit cards. I personally would, with a disclaimer, we don't want you to go into debt by using a credit card, but a lot of people want to use credit cards to give because of points and miles and all that good stuff, and we can have a debate about that, but that's just the reality of it, is people like to use that. So have that conversation with your leadership, decide what you will do, and then after they give that gift, send an immediate thank you. I would have a web page that pops up after they hit give that has a thank you, and an email go to their inbox that has the same information. Now here's the key. A lot of churches miss this point. They will send something that says, here's a receipt for your payment, or something along those lines. This is not a transaction. It needs to be, thank you for your gift. Thank you for your donation, depending on the language you normally use. So please don't make it a transactional opportunity. Make it a thank you for your gift, and then again, a great place to tell a story of when you give here, this is what happens. A baptism, a video from VBS, a mission trip, any type of testimony in your church. Help them connect in their brain that when I give here, this is what happens. And number 5, another place that churches miss the point, unfortunately, a lot of times, you have to market it. Now, it's good to just get up and say, we now have online giving. That's more than some churches have been doing. So it's important to give that information, but make it fun, make it informational. Although it's a stereotypical type video, have an older person and then a teenager or a middle schooler or even a child showing that older person how to use online giving. Make it funny, make it creative, and allow them to walk that person through the process. So your congregation, when they're watching it, they're entertained, but they also get the information. Or have your pastor even invite someone up on stage, and invite one of his children up on stage. Son, I always see you playing with your phone. You probably know how to do these types of things better than I do, so why don't you explain how this online giving works or mobile giving works? A great way to make it creative, market it. If you don't show people how to use it, they're probably not going to start. So show them how to use that. The only thing else I would add is it needs to be a mobile giving option for your website. So when someone goes to that website on their phone, it doesn't need to show up like a full web page. It needs to be mobile optimized, if you will, so that it's easy for them to do that process there as well, or use it through your church app or something along those lines, but make it easy. So those are my tips for effective online giving. I hope that's helpful for you as you maybe dive into this new realm of online giving, which is critical for our churches to do and critical for us to offer that option to our members. Of course, it's not most important for us to get the money. It's most important for us to give them the option to give and help them to grow in their discipleship in Christ.